to Odd Ones Out, how to find inspiration. Let's go.
Did you know that 99% of everything I've ever said on this channel has been written out ahead of time, including the mispronunciation of the word percent? It would be 100% scripted, but, you know, the drawing challenge videos, you can't really script that kind of content, so... Or can you? But every other video has had a script, and that includes the worst video I've ever made, my very first one.
So you know those...
Well, that's sad. It's the worst.
I'm gonna stop it right there because I physically cannot watch another nanosecond of my first video. I want to take it down so bad.
You guys see yoked Odd Ones Out in the back? He's been working out. Look at that boy. He's got pectorals for days.
Keeping it up so you can see how much I've improved. Because like it or not, the very first thing you make of something is going to be bad. But you have to make the bad thing first so you know how to make things good. The point is, even that sad excuse of a video was scripted. And today, I want to talk about what goes on in the script writing process and how I get inspiration. And
when YouTubers talk about their past videos and they're like, oh, it was so bad, it was so shit, do you guys, like, feel sympathy and protection for those YouTubers in the past? Like, right now, I'm like... How dare you diss one of my favorite YouTubers, Odd1sOut's first video? He tried really hard on that. Odd Ones Out, stop being a dick to Odd Ones Out. Don't talk about my boy like that.
For writing better scripts. Because if I write something I'm not 100% happy with, then I'm stuck working on a crappy video for the next month. Like this one. People often tell me, oh, I want to make YouTube videos, but... my life's super boring. I wish I could have an exciting life like yours. And I always respond with, my most popular series is about me talking about working at a minimum wage small local sandwich shop. A script does not need to be an edge of your seat.
And let's be honest, it was absolute bangers, right?
High stakes level story. It needs to be an entertaining story. And I believe if told in a certain way, any story can be an entertaining story. The first piece of advice that I can give that will immediately improve your scripts is, drum roll please, in 5, 4, 3, getting to the point. Because I do animation, the longer the script I make, the longer the video will be, and the longer my team and I will have to spend working on the video, and the more depressed I'll get. So I've subconsciously gotten into...
Dude, I'm just saying, Odd Ones Out has cheeks. Odd Ones Out has cheeks.
I'll have to spend working on the video, and the more depressed I'll get.
Also, like Ryan pointed out, there's the other YouTuber, there's what, Milad from Subway, there's Odd Ones Out from Subway, maybe there's just like an untapped content niche, like gold mine of Subway videos, and it's nothing to do with any of these points that Odd Ones Out's making about like good video production. It's literally just like there's Subway superfans that are smashing these videos into the algorithm.
Consciously got into the habit of writing short scripts that get to the point and cut out unnecessary and unfunny details. I feel like the American school system has brainwashed kids into thinking that the best way to express ideas is through the form of a 5-paragraph essay.
Oh.
Now, have you ever read a 5-paragraph essay
They're trash.
that you wrote? They're boring as shit. And
dude, this is such a good point. This is such a good point. You always have to hit a word count, and it's not about making your argument succinctly or even making your argument well. It's literally just about filling space. This is so true. You're not rewarded for getting to the point. You're not rewarded for being succinct, which are all things you're rewarded for in real life. As I just blather on.
Have a minimum word count. So we are now training the next generation into purposely writing long-winded and wordy thoughts that could have been shortened down to a sentence. You've all written essays. You know all about repeating ideas you've already written or saying the same thing over and over.
Bitch, you know I go on dictionary.com and open the thesaurus mode to say the same thing different ways 4 times to get that count up. We all have done it.
Reiterating thoughts more than once.
Dude, I plugged a whole sentence into the synonym finder.
Or echoing points an overabundant amount of times, or looking up words on thesaurus.com to hit that 500 minimum word count before.
Yucky.
Well, you may not be ready to hear this, but you will not need to write 5-paragraph essays in your daily life. Shakespeare knew about this when in the 1300s he wrote, "Brevity is the soul of wit." Which is ironic, because he really liked to use a lot of unnecessary words. I once clicked on a video that was titled something like, Top 10 Scary Things That Have Happened When Hiking or something. And I thought, yeah, that sounds like a good video to watch.
Also how I watch YouTube. I have slightly more chins when I do it, though.
And I swear, the video started out like,
Whether it's to have a healthier lifestyle or to see the great outdoors, hiking is a wonderful activity enjoyed by millions of people across the globe of America. But sometimes, this wonderful activity enjoyed by billions...
Can someone just like break into my house and put a bullet through my brain? Holy shit, this is awful.
...can sometimes turn deadly.
Why are you defining what a hike is? We all know. Just show me the blurry photos of Bigfoot already.
Hey, bitch, he wants the average view duration. He needs to stretch it out for the watch time. But it's so weird because I don't get how it works. How does it work? Because everyone just flies through it, right? And why does the voice always sound so bored? The voice sounds like you're, I don't know, what does the voice even sound like? I don't ever talk like that ever in my daily life. Like, bitch, it sounds like he tried to be boring and uninterested. It's like what it sounds like when the teacher calls on the sleepy kid in class to force them to participate, but only in English class, where it's like they have to form an opinion while they're talking. It's the worst, man.
Too scared to fall asleep. So how do I come up with these video ideas?
Oh, worst I ever saw. I watched this TikTok where this girl was like, "Oh, I'm gonna show you my plastic surgery I got on my nose," and this bitch strung it out for like a minute. To like having all these stupid TikTok text boxes about how like she made the decision to get plastic surgery. I did not care what this bitch, why she got plastic surgery. I did not care about her emotional reasons. I just wanted to see her nose before and after. That's all I wanted, because it's interesting to see what a nose looks like before and after plastic surgery. She told me all this emotional baggage and shit I didn't care about at all. Never showed the nose. Well, never showed the nose. I was so angry. I
start by thinking, what can I rant about for hours? Something that makes me go, don't get me started on blank. And then I do get started and I write those thoughts on a Google Doc. And sometimes my thoughts are jumbled and incoherent, like I've been up all night watching Bigfoot videos, but I don't care. I just need to get these thoughts out of my head and splattered onto a piece of paper. And sometimes just starting to write will make me think of new ideas and I go, and another thing! And I repeat that process until the script's done.
Just
and
get
then
mad.
when I'm done writing the script, it's actually not even close to being done. Once I've finished writing, I send the script off to some of my friends and the amazing, and they look over it with the freshest of eyes, and they'll give me notes saying, hey, you misspelled % here, or hey, I have a joke you can add, or hey, wait, James, I thought I was your friend. And then I'll choose which of their jokes is the funniest and that I'm going to steal. Here's a fun little YouTuber behind-the-scenes fact. Since 2018, there's a circle of friends I have where we all trade and read each other's scripts and make suggestions and pitch jokes. And once I'm done reading someone else's script, I get to watch their finished video a month or 2 or 8 months later and see if the jokes I pitched made the cut. And then I get to smile to myself because no one knows that I was the one who wrote that joke, because none of us credit each other, because none of us care. Literally,
dude, I would be petty as hell. I'd be waiting and watching to see if my joke made it. And I'm like, I see only one of my 20 suggestions made the video, Jaden. Am I not appreciated? Are my contributions not valued, Jaden? Everyone here is just like too good of a person. I'm such a petty bitch. I could never do this right.
Last 30 seconds of my Suaway Part 4 video was written by this kid named Infamous Swoosh. I wrote in my script, conclusion goes here. And he just wrote one for me. And I went, yeah, I'll use that.
King.
And not credit you. But it's okay because we all don't credit each other equally, so it's a win-win. Everyone in the friend circle gets to look funnier than they actually are. Some days I'll stumble onto a topic that I just know I'm going to make a video about, and then the scripts are a breeze to write. But then there are some days where I'm content with the world and I got nothing that gets me started. But I can't just not make a script that month.
Dude, I'm just saying, someone on the Odd Ones Out team just loves drawing male nudes. I'm just saying, somebody's just absolutely jonesing to draw a wholly naked Odd Ones Out Abby. I'm telling you.
What would I make a video about? Random thoughts? I still gotta put bread on the table, and also my team would be out of a job. So on those days, you're basically forcing yourself to be creative on demand, which is not the easiest thing to do. But fortunately, I have a few tricks to get the creative juices flowing. It's called drugs.
Whoa!
I'm just kidding. It's called Adderall.
Hey, there we go.
Okay, but for real, I do have this really complicated technique to get ideas, so write these steps down, okay? What I do is I get a pen and a notebook, put on some lo-fi, and just write.
Aw, fuck.
About nothing specific.
Damn it!
Just whatever my brain thinks is important. I am writing right now with my left hand.
To be fair, I've heard people who are like CEOs all the way to like, whoa, I'm telling you, see the cheeks again, boys. How are we supposed to pay attention to what he's saying when he's got this much ass on a Monday? Like, it's Monday at 7:26 a.m. I'm not emotionally or ocularly equipped to handle this type of cheekage, Odd Ones Out. What are you doing? But for real, I've heard like CEOs all the way to like writings executives. What the fuck does that mean? Like published really popular authors say this about journaling. It's crazy.
Most people are right-handed, but I am special and am left-handed. I'm glad my teachers didn't force me to be right-handed. They were more concerned about my messy handwriting and horrible spelling. Usually the ideas don't come that quickly, but you get what I'm talking about. So many times at conventions, I'll be on a panel and people will ask for advice about starting a YouTube channel, and everyone on the panel will say, if you want to start a YouTube channel, you just gotta do it. You know, hit the upload button a couple of times. And I feel kind of bad for people who traveled far and wide to a convention and paid for a hotel and waited in line just to hear a bunch of YouTubers say, you just gotta do it. And it sounds cliche.
Nike, bitch, what's up?
But it's true. We either say that or be more entertaining, and that's rude, so. Recently, I went on tour performing a live show called Scribble Showdown. I'll talk more about it in the next video, don't worry. And before every show, we had a Q&A panel, and the most frequent question we got asked was, can you read my screenplay, and how do you get motivation?
Seriously?
And the answer to that question is no, and you don't.
Why do animators get pitched screenplays? Because none of them have made full-length movies, right? Are they hoping that they'll fund the movies, or are they hoping that it's like...
Discipline.
Is screenplay just script for a shorter video?
Discipline comes before motivation. If you have a project you want to start or a skill you want to learn, you can't wait around for motivation to hit.
Facts.
Sometimes it doesn't come. Instead, you have to set a schedule where you say, okay, on this day, from this time to this time, I'm going to put in the effort to achieve my goal. And if you don't know where to start, a good first step would be to just get your goals into writing. Get your thoughts out onto something physical. So grab a pen and a piece of paper and just ask your friends to read your screenplay because I'm too busy. So busy that I didn't even have time to record an end card.
What up, Mr. Poggy? Oh, wow.
Books you make in elementary
I love Odd Ones Out.